Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I was gonna do another little install really fast. I had seen this on Amazon and I was like, I looked it up on YouTube. I see some dudes had put it on their RAM. I was like, you know what, it looks kind of cool. And it was super cheap. It was like 20 bucks or something. All you have to do is tap it in yourself and wire it up. I mean, it's pretty basic instructions, doesn't really tell you how to do it. Comes with some taps here, some self taps, a little tester. You get some fuses there. Here's the other one over here. I had my own tester, and I had bought these in the past. Sorry, you can get these from Amazon. They sell you like a pack of 12 or 10 or something like that for a few bucks. So these always come handy. So what I went ahead and did is I already crimped it on down to the main power here. And what I've been doing is testing over here to find out which fuse I want to go ahead and go with. So the one that I think I'm going to go ahead and pick is this one right here. This is going to be the cigarette lighter, which I believe is F93. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, right there, cigarette lighter. So as you can tell right now, when I tap on it, it's not coming on. See? Doesn't have any power. And so now when I turn on the truck, it is going to give me power. I tried it right now and it illuminates. My little stick here will illuminate and it's got power. So this is the one that I'm going to go ahead and tap into, just because, I mean, it's a cigarette lighter. I don't use the cigarette lighter for anything. So if anything happened to that cigarette lighter, it's not going to affect anything. Okay. So yeah, make sure that you don't get a fuse, that's just something important, the transmission, power steering, or, something like that. Make sure that you find a good fuse that's, if it does blow or something, isn't going to damage anything too much. All right, y'all, so I went ahead and I turned on the car just so you could see this here. See, so when I touch it, see how it illuminates now? So it's on, it's catching power, and that's the way I want the light to run. So whenever the vehicle's on, the light's on. Whenever the vehicle's off, the light turns off. Because if you run it directly just straight to your battery, I mean, you could plug it in there to the positive and the negative, but your light's gonna just be on consistently, and I'm sure at some point that's gonna burn out your battery. So I wanted to wire it like that, like I say, so when it turns on, when the car's on, or truck's on, and then it turns off when the truck's off. So this is a good one. Like I said, it's to the cigarette lighter, number 93 right there. The wiring shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I'm just going to come in through right under here, push it up through here. For the negative, that one, what I'm going to go ahead and do is, I found this little eyelid here, and I may keep a little bit of the speaker wire and push the black wire through it, and then just crimp it all back down, just because this hole is too big. You see the big hole on this eyelid? And let me show you the wiring here. This is like, I don't know, a 20 gauge wire or something. Look at how tiny this is. So this is, yeah, like about 4 of these. Like, yeah, look at that. So I'm gonna have to make this wire a little bit thicker so that I could get that eyelid to close. Once I get that eyelid on there, I'm probably gonna use maybe this right here, what I have my circuit little tool on. I could probably use that. If not, another good one that I was thinking would maybe be right over here by the battery. See, I could probably just pull this one off, put the little eyelid right behind it, and just tie it back up. And see, put this right behind there, lock it back down. Should be good to go. So yeah, it seems pretty straightforward and very simple to do. The next step, I guess, once I get it wired up. So obviously, before you start messing with wiring it, make sure that you connect it to your battery just with the 2 wires to make sure that this illuminates. So I did. It does illuminate. And then at that point, then, you go through the motions. You got to clean all this, find out exactly how you want to lay it out. But to me, I think the hardest part was just to get the wiring. The rest, as far as, me just sticking it around, should be fairly easy. All right, y'all, so go ahead and check this on out. What I went ahead and did, like I said, to get this eyelid to go over it, what I did is I connected the negative wire up to the speaker wire here, so it's going to make it just a little bit thicker, or thick enough for me to go ahead and slide this right on over. See? So now it's gonna hold it like that, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna trim this wire back right here. And that way it's got the tightness or the thickness right here to make it nice and tight. And I'm gonna go ahead and crimp it down, come back. You know, I was looking for my heat shrink, so I could go ahead and heat shrink this together, and I just couldn't find it. So I'm gonna have to get some of that Tesa tape, some of that black tape, just tape it up really good. But yeah, that's how you get this on there. All right, so check it out. That's the way I mocked it up really quick. So it's gonna, you know, trim around just like that, and then I'm gonna tuck it away right in this corner here. This, I don't know, because there's still a little bit back there, not a whole lot. Look, see, but there's still a pretty decent amount. So depending on how bright this is, like during the night, I may pull it back out and just maybe tape it so it's black, and so that way it looks like the line ends right there, so it doesn't look like it's coming or flooding back into the headlight back there, so it's not recessing back in there like that. So I got these going, like I said, got the fuse tap on there, wrapped the eyelid, taped it up. I may be able to stick this under this bolt right here. I just need to undo it, see how big it is, see if this guy could go, because that would even be better. It'd be a little bit closer, that way I don't have that wire that extends all the way out to the battery. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it like that. From the videos that I had watched, I watched numerous videos here. So the way it works is you put the original fuse, the one that you're pulling out, like I said, which is gonna be, what did I say, 93, this 20 amp right there. So you're gonna pull that one out, and you're gonna put it on the bottom where it is, where it's got that slot for it. Okay, so you're gonna put it there. Now you don't wanna put another 20 amp on top. You need to put something smaller. So right now it's running a 15 amp, and I don't know, I'm still a little weary about even that. I think that may be a little too much, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap out that one. Let's see if I get it. I'm gonna swap out the 15 with a 10. So I'm gonna put the 20 on the bottom, put the 10 on the top, push that in there, and then yeah, lock down the eyelid there, turn on the car, and should be game time. All right, y'all, so I ran into a slight problem here. Okay, so when I pull this fuse out, it's smaller. Like, it has smaller teeth and they're not opened as wide, which causes a problem. Hey, what's up, y'all? So check it out. We're here, we're back, it's a different day. So this, what I was trying to use is a mini fuse tap, okay? And that wasn't gonna fit. Like I said, I mean, the fuses were too small. I had to run up to the AutoZone here, and this is, I guess you call this a micro fuse tap. So I mean, it is a tad bit smaller. You see that the teeth are a little bit tighter, not as big of a gap. So I did, so I had to go get this. So I picked that up. They got me some more little fuses. So today we should be able to plug this in. Like I said, I'm gonna go back in, pull out that number 20 right there. I need to turn on the truck and find out which is the hot side, I guess, or what sides the power's coming through, because that's gonna tell us how we're gonna put this in. You need to align it right, just to make sure that the power's going in through the right one. I'm not too sure which one. I want to say, I think it's this last one over here, the one that we need to make sure. But I also need to get the tester to find out which side on the fuse is the side that I need to connect this onto. All right, y'all, so check it out. I have the truck on right now. So this side, nothing's happening, okay? This side over here, bingo, it's on. Okay, so this side, nothing. This side's on. Okay, so this is the side where the power's coming through. Okay, it's gonna be your outer one right here. So, like I had said, the way you wanna connect the fuse with the wire out, it's gonna be the outermost one. So the way I have it right now is the way it's gonna have to go in. Okay, so it's gonna be going like this in. I still need to crimp it. I still haven't crimped it yet. But yes, I wanted to just show you exactly how you're gonna have to sync it, just so you get the appropriate side connected to the right side there of the fuse box. All right, y'all, so we got this connected. You're asking, why is this red if it was blue? I went a little too crazy when I was trying to crimp the other side. I don't have actual crimpers, so I was just tightening it up with this, and I think I stuck it in here or something, so I tightened it down and it snapped. So But luckily, I have more of these on hand. Check out my professional work there. Dope, huh? So yeah, check out both sides. You want to make sure it's not loose. And so once you get it in, like I said, the outer side is the part where the, I guess, load comes in from the hot side. So that's where you want this one to go. Okay, so when this little fuse tap thing here is looking at you, you want this, the outer one, to be wherever the hot side is. So we're gonna put this guy in, line him up, let's see, get him up in here. Boom, and he's in. Just like that. He sits right on top of that 10. He's covering up that 10. You see? Pull it out. See, there's a 10 right there. Watch him disappear. Or man, shit, I guess it covers that bowl. Okay, so we're tapped in. Okay, so my next step is that I need to connect the eyelid. Okay, so we're gonna kind of put that off to the side. Let me bring this eyelid, and you know what, as a matter of fact, I need to run the wires first off through here, and then I'm going to show you. I think what I'm going to use is I'm going to just use one of these bolts right here, like I said, because I mean, I don't want the wire to run all the way across the battery and all that. This is a little bit more discreet, looks a little bit more hidden, and that way you can't really see any of the wiring. So what I went ahead and did is got some sandpaper here. I took it out, I scuffed it all up on the bottom here, cleaned up the side just a little bit. I mean, just like I said, I mean, all the additional little details like that, hopefully, so it gives it a strong connection. It's going to be a 10 mil right here. Take this off. Make sure you align your little tab right here so that it sits in properly. You don't want to start scratching your paint or anything. So let me tighten this back on, and that's it. So we got the fuses on. Now we got the ground in. I'm going to have to tighten this a little bit. So next step is the moment of truth. Oh man. Yeah, buddy. Your boy did it. Hell yeah. That's awesome. So there you go, guys. If anybody's interested in getting that wired up, that's how you do it. All right, y'all. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, so I think I may even it out a little bit more, because there's a little place, a little hole right here where I could push this back a little bit, just so it's even on both sides, I'm thinking. So I'm gonna pull a little bit more this way. I'm gonna have to do the same on this end over here. See how it's kind of already tucked in into the back. So I just need to make sure that they're both even on both sides. I'm gonna have to clean this really good, get that alcohol and water little solution and mix it up, so that way I could take the bottom lining of the tape off. This top layer right here, I'm not gonna take off. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get that black electrical tape, some black electrical tape, and then just cover it, wrap it around, and loop it around this little lip right here. See, so it kind of sandwiches it in, and I'll just run it down and just align it. Again, guys, make sure that the flat side is to the back, and then this curved side right here is what's going to be illuminating. All right, y'all, so I'm going to get started on taping this down here really quick. It did come with this, some adhesive promoter, and I've used this before to stick on the emblems and to do some other stuff on the shaker, and man, this stuff really does work. So it's just going to be like a wet wipe, and what you're going to do is just put it, you know, along the sides of wherever it is that you're going to be trimming. So I'm going to be using this little back line right here, so I'm going to put it all across there, then yeah, and just peel off the tape and put it on, and that should give it a super strong bond. All right, y'all, so I was adding this on. It's coming out pretty great, but then I was under here and I was trying to wire this part, and you see how I got that nasty bend, and I'm like, well, how can I get under there? And if you notice, look at, like, I could come up through under there. There's a hole. You see, and I could stick it through back over here. Sorry. But see, I could run the wire actually, so it doesn't have to come through the top. I could run it right through there. And I'm sorry, the lighting's kind of bad. The sun's starting to go down. But see, you could push it through there. That way you don't have all this running through here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I already unplugged the fuse, took off the ground. Just wanted to let y'all know that. All right, y'all, sun's going down, so I got the little headlight on. but I want to show you. So check it out. That's where you got to stash the wires right here. But other than that, look at how clean that looks. There ain't no wires running all over the place. I tell you, bring them in through right here, through the side. I mean, you can see them, but once you tie them up and wrap them together, look at that. Like, you won't be able to see them. That's what I'm about, you know, try to make it look OEM. You don't want wires dangling, hanging all over the place. Like, to me, that doesn't look good. I mean, cool, you got a bunch of stuff attached to your vehicle, but I mean, the wiring looks all sloppy, and that ain't something that I get into. So I like to do it like this, professional style, hide everything so it looks, like I said, OEM. Like, hey man, well, it must have came like that because I don't see a bunch of wires hanging out. So yeah, check that out. All right, Charles, so here's the final outcome. Let me show you the results here on how it's gonna look. Ready for this? Check it out. Man, is that dope or what? Yeah, I think that came out really sharp. It looks nice. I mean, it's a nice little addition to the front grille. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I mean, like I said, it was fairly inexpensive off of Amazon, but we'll rock it until, you know, until lights start giving out or a portion gives out or something. So with that, everybody, hey, I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. If you like these videos that I'm making, please subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.